Welcome to Spora. Today we shall see how to manage the store information. Before we set up any website, the first and foremost thing important is to set up the information of the store. Now to start with, we shall log into the Sporanzo account using the right credentials. On successful login, I am presented with the dashboard that has the control panel options on the top navigation bar. Towards the right hand side, we see a tab called Settings. Under Settings, we see a play of My Store. Upon clicking on My Store, we are landed onto a page where the store information is available. Upon clicking on Edit, we get the details of the store, like the store name, the owner of the store, the email addresses, the contact information and everything. For example, if we want to do any kind of changes to the telephone information on the website, we just move on to the telephone tab here. We do the basic changes, the necessity changes are being done and we just move on. In a similar fashion, we can give the address of the store and we shall now move on to the stock tab. Stock is the place where the related information for the stock is being given. For example, if the product is not available, I mean to say if the product is out of stock, then we can go and put it as false as shown here in order to not allow the checkout. If you want to display the stock quantity, yes, we can go and mark true here, and in a similar fashion we can go for show out of stock warning. If the stock is not available, then the owner of the website will get a prompt message saying that the stock is not available on the website. If shipping is of weight-based shipping, we can choose the default mode of the weight here, like kilogram or gram or ounce or pound from the drop down. And in a similar fashion, if the shipping is of length-based shipping, then we choose the parameters from the drop down. Now we shall move on to the Options tab. Option is the place where we enter the information like the prices and the invoices. For example, if the customer wants to display the prices of the product along with the tax, then we go and click on the true button, else we go for the false button. And we can give a prefix value for all the invoices which are being generated from the website. We can even select the invoices prefix for a default customer group like retailer or a wholesaler, or you can even have another customer group called as manufacturer. We now go on to the login display prices. Login display prices is something like the prices will get displayed only once upon the customer login. If it is the case, then we just go and click on the true button. Now coming to approve new customers. This is the place where we just select true if we don't want to allow any kind of customers until and unless they are registered and the account is being approved by us. Allow guest checkout. Allow guest checkout is something, upon clicking on true, we allow the customers to check out without any creation of an account with us. We do have an option for affiliate. Affiliate commission is the place where we give the percentage of the affiliate to be given to our customers. We can even give the reviews to the products on the website, for which we select true. And while just taking the product, I mean to say while we are selling the product and the customer is you can give any kind of account terms you can select like terms and conditions or the privacy policy. If this is going to be a weight class as we discussed, we can just display the weight of that particular product on the cart. We can select the affiliate terms and conditions as well and the check on terms and conditions. If we want to allow the gift redemption, then we can go and give the percentage over here. Once this information is done, we shall now move on to the mail tab. Here we will get all the necessary changes related to the mails. For example, if we receive any kind of order on the website, then automatically the owner of the website will get an alert mail. In the similar fashion, we select true for alert mail of account creation. Whenever a customer gets registered on the website, then the owner of the website will get an alert mail. It's not only the single email address the customer can receive all such kind of alert mails. We can give the pool of email addresses for which we have to receive the alert mails. Moving into the image tab. Let me tell you a great feature which the control panel offers for our customer. In regards to the images, we can give a selected size for all the kind of images. For example, if the product on the store is not having any kind of image, then we can just go choose file. We can browse the image from our place, and then what we can do is we can just give a default image for all the products with no images. We can give all the default sizes like thumb size, the pop-up size, the product list size, category list size, manufacturer list size, the product image size. And then the product related image size, compare image size, wish list size, cart image size, and here is the place where we just enter the logo for our website. Here we can go choose file, we can browse from our system and can upload the logo onto the website. Once the image part is done, we shall now move on to the server settings. Servers tab. The server tab is the place where we can give the complete information, the secured related information for our website. We just select SSL as false or true for the secured browsing of the website. And if you are registered with any kind of Google Analytics, then we give the Google Analytics code here. Once, if the site is under construction and you want to keep it as in a maintenance mode, then we go and keep it as a true. And we can give the encryption key as well as the cache lifetime key. Once all this information is done, we shall now get into the settings page. Settings place is where we give all the kind of meta descriptions like meta title, meta keywords, or the meta descriptions. And we have a feature of selecting the default list to be viewed on the website. We can either go with list view or also the grid view. And we can even give the limitation of the product name. We can give the user friendly admin URL here. And let me tell you, if the products ought to be displayed, how the labels ought to be displayed on the website, the name first comes and then the image and then the pricing and ratings and as follows, like add to cart, wish list or compare. And if you want to add any kind of label here, we just enter comma, space and then the label name. In the similar fashion, we go for default items per page. Here we selected as 20. It means we can display only 20 images onto our home page. We can even give the product listing description. It means we can give the complete description of the product in only 100 characters. In a similar fashion, we give the list, quick link, and the pop-up width and height. Now display all images menu in the front end. It means like the categories which are being created by us will be displayed in the menu of the front end. Now once all the details are being entered into the settings tab, we just go and click on the save button.